Hello guys, how are you all? This is Prashant. I welcome you all into this topic. Today we are going to discuss about the operating system, and many people are thinking this is a very complicated topic, but I hope I will clear your myths, clear your doubts. So let's begin with today's topic. So here we are going to understand today in this topic we will understand how the user interact with the computer, what is the end user, how the operating system interact with the hardware, what is the kernel in operating system, and we will also understand how this what are the functions of operating system in computer. Okay, so please watch the video till end, and here we are going to begin. Let's continue. Operating system. In general words, I can say operating system is the way to make the interface between human and machine. I'm repeating again, operating system is the way to make the interface between human and machine. As you know that a computer can understand only 0 and 1. As I can say here, this is a hardware and this can understand only 0 and 1 signal. Okay, because this is the language of hardware, computer language is binary. Okay, this can understand only 0 and 1, nothing else. But users are you, me and all. Okay, we can understand only Hindi, English, Malayalam, Telugu, and French, some other languages. But how we can interact with the hardware? If this is the exact figure of the operating system. If you have the operating system, means it is going to convert all the things for the both. Means the user can interact with the operating system and operating system can interact with the hardware. And whatever hardware want to send, it can interact to the operating system. In operating system communicate to the user. Let's suppose these things are not there. These things are not there. So what will happen? So here, if the things are not there, user directly want to communicate to the hardware. So for each and every activity, if you want to click, you have to write down a code program. If you want to close some window, you have to write down a code or a program. If you want to play a music, if you want to play a game, for each and everything, you have to write down a code. Okay, so then it becomes very difficult to all of you to write down the code for each and everything. So to solve this issue, programmers designed the operating system so that it will be easy to make you understand and it will be easy to interact with the hardware system. Okay, so but one layer is also there, which is application software. We will talk it afterwards. Okay, just now we are going to talk about the application software. Oh, sorry, operating system. So let's understand. Main thing, when we are going to talk about the operating system, it have some parts. It have some parts. And the main part of the operating system is the kernel. Okay, main part of the operating system is the kernel. This video will be helpful to everyone. So make it sure that you have to understand this thing. Okay, so let's understand what is the kernel. Kernel, core of computer system. Kernel is the core of a operating system. As you can see in this figure, operating system all around and kernel is in the center. Okay, and it is telling you that it will manage the task management, it will do device input operation, it will do event handling, timer management, memory management. Means it can arrange, it can control, the kernel can control all the hardware activities of your computer system. It can control all the hardware activities of your computer system. If you want to interact with the keyboard, if you want to interact with the mouse, if you want to interact with the printer, all the activities are managed by this kernel. Okay, actually what the companies are doing, they are taking the kernel and making the layer of their own organization, their own ability of programming all around. Okay, you can also download the kernel from the internet. It will be freely available on the internet. You can use the kernel and you can make all around your operating system. It means your uh, arrangement of the things, your arrangement of the icons, your arrangement of the view modes, different things you can do, file handling you can do, all the things you can do with the operating system. But the main work which is going to control all the hardware parts is kernel. Okay, and it is freely available. And nowadays some people are also in the Android, the people are using the different kernels. As like some people in Android, you are getting Linux kernel, but people want to switch to the other kernel. They can also switch, but you should have a root password and root ID of that. Then you can switch it. As like if you want to increase your battery performance, if you want to increase your voice performance or graphic performance, that time what you have to do, that you can go with the Franco kernel or some other kernel. Okay, but it is on your risk. As it is a software, you can change it, make it sure. Okay, the kernel is very important part. So I'm going to explain this thing with the help of one more example. It will be clear for you in a journal life example. It is, so let's see here. This is a car. So this is a kernel. You can see a chassis, a body is there and an engine is there. Okay, but it is on the assembly line. It is means you can move. It has no sheets and no exterior. You can start and you can check it. Means it can control all the activity of the car just now. Okay, but it is not movable. Okay, the assembly is responsible for the movement of the car and the various other functions, but we cannot travel in it as it has no seats or exterior. Okay, and this is the example of operating system. I think now the things will be clear to you, that what is the kernel and what is the operating system. Means you are getting the exterior, you are getting the sitting arrangement, means the overview. This can be any company. Sorry, this can be any company. Here, the kernel engine is similar for each and every car. Okay, let's suppose I am giving you the example. This is the any Hyundai car. Okay, but this engine belongs to Hyundai car. If I change the body of this, kernel is similar. If I change the body of this, now Hyundai remove the logo, I put the logo of suppose Mahindra. Suppose I remove the logo of Mahindra, I put the logo of Tata. So what will happen? This kernel belongs to everyone. Okay, this kernel belongs to everyone. This is similar for everyone. Means they are changing the outer layer and they are providing to the users. Okay, that's why in 1995, after Windows 95, this Microsoft occupy the 95% of market. Okay, because that time it was really user interactive window. Means the user can interact with the window. You can view the graphics, you can enjoy the graphics. Other windows are providing the commands and all. Okay, means the outer body is most beautiful that time of Microsoft. Okay, so that's why the kernel is similar for all people are using the kernel similar, but the outer source is a different thing. Okay, so this thing you have to understand. I think the doubt is clear what is the kernel in computer system. Okay, so now we are going to talk about more things. Kernel versus operating system. You can read out this application with this for you people. You have some kernel and mostly operating systems are based on Linux kernel. Okay, most operating systems based on the Linux kernel. Okay, these are those who are using the Linux kernel. Okay, so you can understand this thing. Now we having different operating systems available in the market. You can go the most popular Windows. I think in 10 window, if we are going to talk about the 10 systems, you will get 8 out of 10 with the Windows. Okay, we have the Linux, we have the Mac OS, we have the Spirit BSD, Red Hat, Sun Cobalt, Solaris. Don't forget BOS, Bharat Operating System. Okay, BOS. I forget to put here, but you have to remember that. Now, what are the functions of operating system? How the operating system will help you? The functions of operating system, number one, process management. Okay, whatever you are giving the work, whatever work you are giving, the operating system will manage that work. Okay, as you want to do work, you want to print out something, you want to calculate something, you want to switch to the one application to the another application, that is called the processor management. So that process will managed by the operating system only. Okay, it is If you will say that I will make a separate video on the process management, it is a kernel switching and the operating system switching method that I will do separately. But for the basic things, as if the small children of class 11th and 12th are going to understand this thing, so this will be the sufficient for you. Okay. Memory management. It can also manage the memory of the computer. If you want to access the data from a file, as last topic I told you about the cache memory and the RAM and the memory management. I think that thing, those things will be clear to you. If you have not watched that video, please watch that. So it can manage the memory. File management. It can manage the file in your hard disk, CD, EF drive. It is only showing you with the file management system. Okay. Device management means whatever device, whatever variables you are attaching with the computer system, the operating system is responsible for that device management. Okay. Security, as you people know that your Windows having the security password. When you started your computer system, you have to enter your password and you can log in. Those who don't have, use to try to put the password, but make it sure you have to remember that password, because each and every time when you start the computer system, it will ask the security. So security is also provided by the operating system. Now, job accounting. It will count the job, means it works on the last in first out, first in last out. Okay. Stacks and queues, it works on that. It depends on those methods. So it is the job accounting, means which will come first, it will go last, or which will come last, it will go first. Two methods are there. Secondary storage method means it provides you the storage area also, means you can, as I told you in the memory management system, we have two types of memory, but the primary memory is for the short time, but secondary memory is for the long time. So it helps you to store the data in the secondary memory. Second is the process management. Oh, sorry, by mistake I wrote two times here, process management and the process management. So we already talked about this. Networking, it allows you to interact with the computers over the server. Means when you have a number of computers all are connected together, you can easily interact with each and every system with the help of networking. Okay. Coordinate between other softwares and the users. So it allows you to coordinate between the softwares and the users. Exactly. Main thing is when you are here, if I'm going to talk about this, so you are not directly working on the operating system. You are working on the applications. You are working on a particular applications. So, suppose you have an Android phone, and Android phone having the Android version in that. So that is the operating system. But you are not working on operating system. You are working on the applications for banking details, for music playing, for clicking the photos, for WhatsApp. You are using the different applications. So applications are the software which designed to for specify purpose. The software which is designed to specify purpose or to perform some special tasks. Okay. So we will have this topic separately, the application software and the categorization of application software. So I think these things are clear to you. Okay. So I hope these things are clear. Okay. So we were here. So now the software and the users coordinate between the other softwares and the users, means the different users you means in a computer system you can make one user, two user, three user, multiple users you can make, and it the operating system can manage that many users. I think these things are clear to you. This is all about the operating system and the basic of operating system. Operating system is vast topic, but for your basic knowledge, I think this is sufficient for you, and it will be sufficient for your exam time. I hope the things are clear. Thank you and have a nice day.